John Bohr started his company on October 13, 1960, following his career as a sales representative at Mataram BV in Amsterdam. His success at Mataram, as well as the many trips to Africa that kept him away from home for months on end, made it easier for John to embark on his own business venture. Incon was born, a business active in tank construction. A few years into Incon, John decided to build his own storage tanks in Montfort with great success. As it was necessary for the tanks to be built outside, however, John found it difficult to thrive in this fickle industry due to the dependence on weather. He was ready for a change of pace, something different to direct his energies to. John happened to meet one of the then largest welding electrode manufacturers in the world, Kobe Steel. After several conversations with Kobe, he received exclusive rights for the Netherlands. John got his foot in the door with ion welding technology. He reduced tank production and focused on electrode sales. At the end of the 1960s, Incon was officially renamed to Translas Midden-Nederland BV, located in De Meern, province of Utrecht. In episode 1, we left off at the renaming of John's Incon to Translas Midden-Nederland BV. Following his solid sales in welding electrodes, inquiries of welding wire surfaced. John saw great potential in expanding his product range. At the time, the welding wires were mainly produced in Italy, so John set out to establish himself as a Netherlands supplier. In the 1970s, Translas Midden-Nederland became one of the largest welding wire and welding consumable suppliers. These were key items for Translas through the early 1980s. Tons of welding wire not only went to customers in the Benelux, but also directly to the United Kingdom. John's eldest son, Erik Jan Bohr, joined the company in 1979. As a young boy, he was eager. It didn't take long for his understanding of margins, sales, and organization to be recognized. Erik calculated and examined the entire welding wire and consumable product groups and found them to be negligibly profitable for Translas. With time, Erik began phasing out wire while simultaneously introducing new products to improve the company's margins. The new MIG products incorporated in the company brought stable sales growth as MIG welding popularized. When John's middle son and current technical director Edwin Bohr joins the team, he and his father decide to rent a production hall to produce their own gas nozzles and MIG wear parts. They purchased their first CNC lathe in 1987. Along with various semi-automated machines, the production of gas nozzles, tip holders, and other products began. Translas Midden-Nederland's name was again changed to Translas Production. Translas took over an American MIG welding torch manufacturer in the mid-1980s, and together with its own gas nozzles and tip holders, Translas began to establish itself in the world of welding torches. Jeroen Bohr, John's youngest son and current Translas CEO, wasn't to be left out. He also left school and started work in the family business, starting production of his own MIG welding torches. In the beginning of the 1990s, Jeroen set up a separate company, Tipworks BV, that was solely responsible for the assembly of the MIG and TIG welding torches. Some of the parts for the guns were supplied by his father's business, Translas Production, and other parts attained through various suppliers. As the Bohr family worked together, Tipworks and Translas Production's customer base was virtually the same, so both companies decided to merge in 1997. The initial amalgamation ensued under the name Translas Tipworks BV, later simplifying to Translas BV. In that same year, Translas published its first truly professional catalog thanks to Marcel Hamoun, our current operations manager. Today, over 20 years later, we still work under this name and business setup. John Bohr retired in 1995. His 3 sons further expanded the company into a healthy business with an average number of 40 employees. In 2000, the Bohr brothers purchased Translas's current physical location. The building is situated in Nieuwegein on 4,000 meters, with 3,000 meters of that land dedicated to office, production and assembly, and warehouse space. In 2004, Jelmer Walleswinkel joined the Translas Management Board. Together, they developed Translas into a stable company. However, as with many industries, 2008 hit hard with the severe financial recession. Translas was forced to undergo a major reorganization of the then 57 employees to survive the crisis. The Boer brothers, along with the rest of management, were not willing to go down without a fight, and fight they did. Translas was even able to join the SNS show with a beautiful stand in 2009. Despite the tough 4 years of recession, Translas emerged stronger than ever before.
Translas climbed out of the crisis and into a long period of change. They implemented lean manufacturing, Six Sigma, as well as an entire production assembly planning overhaul. SAP software was installed to enhance the internal process, enabling the team to meet the rapid demands. Eldest brother Eric Jan Boer left Translas in 2014 to join his colleague Jo de Kok in other enterprises, VIP Safety and Guide Gloves. In 2015, Translas was approached by the TNO Knowledge Center, a government agency specializing in development. TNO had invented the concept in the field of source extraction for welding torches, and they asked Translas, the only Dutch manufacturer of welding torches, if they had interest in further developing and patenting this concept, and the rest is history. Translas is now strongly developed in the field of source extraction under the Extractor brand name. We are one of the world's largest specialists. With branches in the UK, Canada and China, Translas has worldwide coverage with a bright future in sight.
Translas UK was incorporated in 2018 after spotting a gap in the market for Translas's knowledge and expertise. The UK was crying out for a strong source of both fume extraction and manual torches, combined with our expertise of high vacuum mobile systems. We have developed a great partnership with both wholesalers and distributors. With this, Translas UK has experienced significant growth whilst also acquiring more market share in the fume torch and extraction market.
January 1st, 2019, Translas opened its third division. The new entity, officially called Translas Canada Industries, located in Woodstock, Ontario, Canada, opened to serve the Canadian and indeed the whole North American market. We identified that there was a gap in the market concerning a manufacturer that could provide and understand both fume extraction welding guns and fume extraction vacuum units to the metalworking and manufacture sector, and we knew that Translas could make an important contribution to the success of these key manufacturing segments. Because of this, manufacturing environments have become cleaner and safer throughout Canada, as we have served the individual welder to hundreds of welders.
Over the next 2 years, we project to expand our dealership network further throughout the UK to secure a stronger presence in both Scotland and Southern England. Our expansion goal will be strengthened with the launch of Translas's new TIG fume torch and our robotic guns. Our portfolio has grown to align with both the market demands and the UK health and safety regulation demands, whilst positioning us as a leader in the fume extraction market at source.
Over the next few years, we project to expand our business across North America through setting up welding distributors and expanding our network. As legislations continue to tighten and change concerning air quality and protection of the welder, our portfolio continues to grow and align itself with both the market and the North American health and safety regulations, while positioning us as a leader in fume extraction at the source globally.
What else will the future bring after 6 years of experience? Where will the technology go? Bluetooth on torches, smart welding helmets, welding gloves, with communication to the welding torch? Who knows? Translas will invest a lot in the future and the new technologies. So subscribe to our social media channels and newsletter to experience the future with us for the next 10 years.